Welcome to the How to Heal podcast. I'm Lindsay Trimarchi Richter. I appreciate you being here. Guys, really quick, if you like my content, please like, rate, and follow my podcast. It would be so greatly appreciated to know that I am offering you value. And I appreciate you being here. So today we're going to be talking about social image and just like image. What image that you put out to the world when we're really clear about what the aesthetic that we're going for is, it becomes more clear to people our image, sort of like, it's a very funny word, image, but we really, as people, as individuals, resonate with people who have clear images. It's just easier to digest. It's easier to identify. It's kind of like recording this podcast. Sometimes I want to come on and like barrel, but you guys don't want to hear that. You want something logical rolled out to you. You don't want to hear me rambling on about my day and all these things. You want tangible things to just take with you. What you wear is the first thing before anyone even talks to you is looking at. They're looking at what you wear, and more importantly, not only what you're wearing, but how you're wearing it. And so take pride in what you wear. You know, I know in the earlier integrated episodes, I talk about decluttering, and we're going to go over that a little bit and how this plays into your closet. I'm a huge fan of capsule closets, which is basically minimal, super high quality items like a trench coat, a black pencil skirt, a little black dress, a pair of loafers, a pair of slacks, just really consolidating and minimizing the amount of things you own in exchange for a super high quality. And by the way, fit. The fit is the most important thing that's going to make you feel like $1,000,000. And then with this capsule closet idea, you're basically just taking items and mixing and matching them as they work, because they're all going to work together. And the other rule around the capsule closet, and listen, go Google capsule closet. You'll see the items that are in it. The other rule is when you bring something into your closet, you must take something out of your closet. So think twice about going to H&M or Zara and, dropping $300 and bringing in like 15 items of clothing. So again, what you wear is really the essence of what it is you're putting out. There are just some people that really know how to style themselves, how to dress. Their vibe, it's like when you go to the club, when I lived in the city, I never got in to the Beatrice Inn. I never got in. I went in looking fly as hell, but like my vibe was just not there. And it was so annoying. Every time I got to the door, they'd just be like, shh, 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 because it was like a residential, it was above. And I was just like, I felt like such a loser. But number one, that wasn't my vibe for whatever reason. I just wasn't there. But number two, that energy of like putting something on, throwing it on your body and just feeling really authentic, like in your skin. You ever see someone just throw a t-shirt on? You're like, damn, you look so good in that. Like the way you're holding your body and everything else, you just feel so natural. That's the vibe that we're going for. So we don't have to worry about designer brands and oh, what is that? Who are you wearing? It's like the reason those luxury designer brands became who they were is because they were known for craftsmanship and quality. It's not about bashing a brand. It's about the fact that you're wearing something that feels so good on your body that's going to last forever. And listen, I remember I was in West Hampton. I bought, and I still have it. It's a navy woven Gucci sweater, like probably from the 80s. And it has embroidered navy Gucci in the actual sweater, not like a patch. And yeah, does it say Gucci? It does. But it's super quality. I've had it for like 10 years and you can't even tell it's 10 years old. So let's just be mindful that we don't need to go and buy and wear brands because they're brands. And I think that this is interesting because I'll go shopping and I don't want to go to a fast fashion place to go buy my clothes. I don't even necessarily want to go to Gap or J. Crew because it's just not styled the way I want it to be styled. I did buy, there's a Gap on 42nd Street and like 3rd or whatever. I went in there last week and I bought an amazing pair of sweatpants and sweatshirt, and it says Gap on the sweatshirt, but I don't care because it looks so cute and it's such good quality and it's so soft. And now they're offering 40% off everything, so I have to go back and get the price adjustment. But you know, what I'm saying is, like, if I'm gonna go buy clothes, I'm probably gonna go to the brands to look at what there is, just because I know I'm buying a better quality item. I would rather have a really good piece of clothing with quality craftsmanship and keep it for 5 to 10 years rather than cycling through clothing that's only going to last me 2 seasons at best. So, you know, that's up to you though. You decide how you want to dress. You decide what you want to wear and what message you're sending through your clothes. You know, there are certain people that just put on ripped black clothing and they're so punk and cool. And then there are some people that wear designer head to toe and they actually pull it off and that's your vibe. And you know what? Good. That's your vibe. That's your image. Go with it. But you just have to feel authentic in that image. You want to just feel good in whatever it is that you're wearing. You don't want to feel like you're striving. You don't want to feel like you need to hide. You don't want to feel like your mom dressed you. You know what I mean? You want to feel like, damn, I look good. I'm owning this. Like I picked this out. This is me. This is representing who I am. And in that vibe, that feeling, that's how you're going to help other people feel comfortable around you and receptive to your brand, your image, your style. We're going to go away from clothes now. I could talk about clothes all day long. I love clothes. But I want to talk about something even more important, which sounds super cliche, but I'm going to give you the context of the story and then you'll understand why I'm saying it. In high school, there was this girl that I knew. Her name was Carrie. She was like, whenever I think of you, I just think of you smiling. Like you always have a smile on your face. And I was like, really? And I didn't know that actually. But I held on to that as like a little gem. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make sure I intentionally smile a lot because people like that. And so whenever now I maybe go to a party or I go just into a meeting or into a situation where I don't feel comfortable or I'm nervous or I'm insecure, I just flash a smile. And I don't need to even look at anyone else in the room. I just need to like smile to the vibe in the room. And that also is part of your image, is the way you're interacting with the energy around you. And, you know, how you act and what you say. This year will be 3 years, no alcohol. And, you know, I was fun Lindsay, outgoing Lindsay, you know, this and that. But what ended up happening was I got like super sloppy about what I was saying. And, you know, the alcohol doesn't help that. So alcohol typically does not help image. So just make sure that you stay clean when you're in a circumstance where you're really trying to convey who you are to people. Alcohol really blurs the lines. Your posture is huge. So I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. My mom always taught me to just walk with my nose lifted just a little bit. And number one, it makes my face structure look so much better on camera and it makes my haircut look cuter. But it's also a way to say, I'm aware that I'm holding energy around me. I'm aware that you are giving energy and then I am receiving it, and then I'm giving energy and you're receiving it. And I'm alert and cognizant to that exchange. So the last point I want to really hit home around image and, you know, why it's important not only for people to take you in, but for you to express yourself, is because the more powerful you are in your authenticity, the more you create, the more you exchange with the energy around you and play with it and like feel into it and allow yourself to be and allow yourself to receive and take yourself seriously for who you are, not how people are seeing you, but take yourself in for who you are and how you're experiencing this life. That is what's going to resonate. Your authenticity is your image. And people who are very authentic have a very powerful way to transmute the energy around them. So when someone walks into the room who's very authentic and they're comfortable in their skin and they're a creator and they're in their way, you know, like I don't purport to know how everybody creates. But if somebody is really paying attention to how they're feeling and responding and making adjustments and continually calibrating to circumstances and their comfort levels and like their urges and what they want to do and what they don't want to do and what feels good and what doesn't, like that in itself is transmutation. And those are the type of people that we need in the world to be standing in rooms that it cannot be tolerated that we're blindly following rules or standards of outdated principles or constructs of what works and what doesn't. So creating art helps you find your authentic image, whatever that art is, because you are close to yourself and you can listen to how you're experiencing the energy around you and how you're not experiencing it. And others can experience that energy. So that is today's lesson. Work on your capsule closet, play with it, get creative, get authentic. I'll see you next week. I love you.